Relaxation response. SAMHSA, Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration, the National Mental Health Organization, they looked at yoga, prayer, meditation, exercise. They looked at all the things that people use to relax. And they said, what do these things have in common? And they broke it down to this. All of those things are using these two things. Repetition of a word, sound, phrase, or muscular activity, and passive disregard of everyday thoughts that inevitably come to your mind and return to your repetition. Since we have a new person, I'm going to go back to the first one I taught you. It's the simplest relaxation response you can practice. The next time you're in your doctor's office, the nurse is seeing you before you go in to see your psychiatrist, or you're at your family doctor's office, they always take your blood pressure and your pulse before you see the doctor. Next time you do that, have them take it like normal, and then ask them to take it a second time. And the second time they take it, practice this relaxation response. And what you'll see is your pulse will drop. Maybe just a little bit, but your pulse and your blood pressure will go down. Because as we can read on the bookmark, the relaxation response has an immediate effect on your metabolism, your breathing, your heartbeat, your blood pressure, your blood vessels open up, and your stress hormones decrease. So the first one, the simplest one that you can do anywhere, which is why I like this one. Breathe in through your nose if you can. If you're stuffed up, it's okay to breathe in through your mouth. You want to breathe in through your nose if you can. Breathe out through your mouth if you can. And as you breathe in, you either count to 4 in your head. I like saying a phrase, coming up with a phrase. I was taught to say, I am safe as I breathe in. And as you breathe out, count to 5. You want to breathe out for a little bit longer than you breathe in. Or say a different phrase. And I was taught to, as I breathe out, say, I am at peace. This is the simplest relaxation response you can practice. I like this one because personally I have panic attacks, I have anger issues, and sometimes you can't control where you're getting angry or where you're having a panic attack. You could be driving, you could be walking. Well, you can't just sit down and close your eyes and meditate while you're driving or while you're walking down the street. But you can always practice this because you're always breathing anyways, so you might as well focus on it. I like this one because you can do it anywhere, and it's the simplest. You don't need anything with you. Again, you don't need to close your eyes. You don't need to be alone. Somebody can be yelling at you, which is why you need to do this. You can do this anywhere, anytime. So what I'm going to do is for the next 3 minutes, I want you to practice. Breathe in through your mouth, in through your nose, and breathe out through your mouth. And as you are breathing in and as you're breathing out, you're going to get distracted. So now we're going to go over the second part of the relaxation response. Passive disregard. What it doesn't mean is don't try to clear your mind. Because if you're like me, you have racing thoughts. You can't clear your mind. What it does mean is as those thoughts come into your mind, let them, and then go back to focusing on what you're supposed to be saying to yourself in your head. That helps you avoid the distractions and get back from the distractions to the relaxation response. Does that make sense? That's what passive disregard is. It's making it a point to intentionally ignore the distractions by putting your mind back on what you're supposed to be thinking in your head. So let's go ahead and do that for a few minutes. All right, so let's go ahead and start. So I'm going to set a timer for 3 minutes. And I'm going to talk to you during the exercise. I want you to ignore me. That's the whole point of me talking to you, is for you to practice that disregard, passive disregard. As I'm talking to you after I hit start, ignore everything I say, and if I do distract you, make it a point to put your mind back on your counting or your phrases. So you're going to breathe in, and as you breathe in, you're going to count to 4. Doesn't matter what pace, just try to make them deep breaths. Try not to, you don't want to breathe too fast. Obviously, you can't breathe too fast if you're counting and you're saying something to yourself. So breathe in, count to 4, or say, I am safe. And as you breathe out, count to 5, or say to yourself, I am at peace. And every time I distract you, or every time you think, man, I can't wait for this guy to shut up, put your mind back on the counting or the phrases. That's what the relaxation response is. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. Don't forget to pay attention to your breathing. Breathe in. You need to count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you breathe out, count to 5. Or as you breathe in, say to yourself, I am safe. And as you breathe out, I am at peace. Keep doing that for a few minutes. Remember, if you get distracted, which you will get distracted, it's okay. Just go back to making yourself think about the numbers or the phrases that you're using. So as you breathe in, count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you breathe out, count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or, what I like to do is as you breathe in, say to yourself, I am safe. And as you breathe out, think to yourself, I am at peace. Focus on those phrases or those numbers when you get distracted. Breathe in, say to yourself, I am safe. And as you breathe out, say to yourself, I am at peace. All right, we're going to end here in a couple seconds. All right, now let's get back to the book. Before I do, though, I haven't opened this. The lady at the front desk, who I trust, and these are sanitary, gave these to me. I said I'll offer them to my class. I was going to use, if everybody in here liked black licorice, I was going to pass it around and use this as a relaxation response. Because if you look at the bookmark, anything can be a relaxation response. You can be shooting a basketball. That's your relaxation response because you're repeating a muscular activity. You can be whistling. You can be tapping your toes. You can be eating licorice. Repetitive muscular. Eating is a muscular activity. So just about anything can be a relaxation response if you practice it on a regular basis, especially if you add in passive disregard. All right, so since we didn't use it as a relaxation response, I'm just going to pass it around. If you like black licorice, take a piece, pass it on. We have hand sanitizer up at the counter. So if you're worried, you can grab tissues from the counter by the door, or you can use the hand sanitizer. I wasn't here last week. I believe you covered session 3 last week, which was improving your health, healthy eating. Did you guys cover healthy eating, physical activity, and restful sleep last week?
No, covered healthy eating.
Oh, okay.
Besides that.
We're going to page 16 and 17. We're going to start again then on session 2. And we're going to finish session 3 and finish it up. And we may or may not have time to go to session 4. I love session 3, so I'm glad we're going over it again. It's one of my favorite chapters in this book. All right.
Here you go, sir.
How many Show of hands. How many people think that you get the right amount of sleep every night? One. How many people think that you eat the way that you think you need to eat? Two, three. How many people think you get as much physical activity as you think you need to get? Okay. So one. So a lot of people in this room did not raise their hand. So that means that you think that you need to improve your eating, you think you need to improve your sleep, and you think you need more physical activity. And that's important. The word "you" was important in those questions, because for those of you who were here for the first week, remember what I told you about the book. The book is not telling you what to do. The book is not telling you to listen to your doctor, or listen to your family, or listen to your therapist, or listen to your caseworker. The book is telling you to ask yourself, what do you want to do? What do you want to add to your life that's positive, that will improve your health? And you have to make those decisions. And I love this section because it perfectly illustrates that attitude of you making the decisions. So let's go ahead and read on page 16. Who would like to read the paragraph about healthy eating for us? Anybody? Okay, share.
Most people seem to know what foods are healthy. Fruits, vegetables, chicken, fish, lean meats, whole grain, breads, wild and brown rice, skim or 1% milk, etc. Baked and broiled foods are healthier than fried. People should drink a lot of water and less coffee and soft drinks. Now,
She
that
says,
didn't have
as
to
I
be
sip
put
for my
in
coffee.
there. That didn't have to be put in there.
As you got both of them?
Small portions of breakfast, lunch, and dinner with a snack in the morning and afternoon are healthier than 3 large meals. Stay away from processed food. Why not? Everyone may follow it. Most know what a healthy diet looks like. A federal government has made it easier for Americans to remember. They released My Plate, which is split into 4 sections of fruits, vegetables, grains, and protein. A smaller circle sits beside the plate for dairy products. You can access My Plate at mychoicemyplate.gov.
Now, that first very, very long sentence she read did not say, this is what's healthy. It said, most people seem to know what foods are healthy. And then it lists a bunch of foods that most people seem to think are healthy. Does that make sense? Now we're going to go over page 17. And I want people to be as honest as you're willing and able to be with yourself in the class. So who would like to read the first question on page 17 for me? So I don't have to look in my book.
There are some foods or snacks that I tend to eat or drink on a regular basis.
Now I'm going to go around the room. I'm going to start, because I always participate, because I'm a peer, by the way. And I am always honest in class. So these are some foods or snacks that I eat or drink on a regular basis. I go to Kroger and I buy loaves of bread, peanut butter and jelly, and boxes of Little Debbie brownies and honey buns. That's what I eat when I'm, and cheese. I'll eat some cheese sandwiches, just sliced processed cheese, mustard or mayonnaise on bread. I know. When I'm not eating those home-cooked meals at home, I'm eating Wendys. So, PB&J, Little Debbie snack cakes, specifically the brownies. Well, I don't have teeth. I have false teeth. So at home, I take my teeth out. The Little Debbie brownies are easy to eat without my teeth. So peanut butter and jelly is easy to eat without my teeth. And then, Wendys. I eat at Wendys 3 or 4 times a week at least, because they have a 4 for $4, and I go for cheap stuff. Every once in a while, I'll go through McDonald's because they have dollar cheeseburgers, and I'll just order 4 cheeseburgers, $1 each. I'm getting a meal for $4. Hey, why not? So that's what I eat on a regular basis. Oh, and I drink about 2 Kroger Diet It's called Cola O. It's supposed to be like Coke Zero
Yeah.
version of Kroger. Kroger Diet Coke. That's what I eat on a regular basis. Who else wants to go? Who wants to go next? What do you eat on a regular basis?
Coffee with milk. Cherries.
Like maraschino?
No.
Bing.
Or
The
just-
big,
Okay, the big ones.
yes,
Okay.
love them.
What else? Don't
Cheese by itself.
Chunk cheese or
Swiss.
sliced cheese? Oh, I love it. I'll get, yeah, when they're on sale, I'll buy the chunk Kroger
The
brand,
slice,
a sliced Swiss.
yes.
Swiss cheese. Yeah, I eat cheese.
Uh,
too.
let's see, what else I eat on a regular
What do you,
basis?
remember, the question is not asking what healthy foods do you eat or what unhealthy foods do you eat. What do you eat on a regular basis? And don't forget to get your name so I can put in the attendance.
I'm trying to think.
All right,
of-
let's move on. By the way, if you think of something else, I want people to just start yelling stuff out.
Okay, as far as sandwiches,
Just what do you eat every day? What's a typical meal for you? What do you eat a lot of?
oatmeal, eggs.
Protein bars.
Okay, next. Everybody give me like two things that you eat out most of, more than anything else.
Pasta.
Anything else?
Ice cream.
I'm surprised somebody had said that already. Next.
Grits.
Grits? Oh, I
Oh,
love
really?
grits.
You like that?
I'm gonna come back to that
Oh,
one.
yeah.
I like butter grits, I don't like the cheese.
I pour sugar on top of that.
Yes.
Anything else? What do you eat most days? If you were saying, David, most days of the week, I eat burgers at least 3 days out of the week, or I eat rice at least 4 days out of the week. What do you eat most of the time? And you guys should be writing your answers down on page 17 under what you eat on a regular basis. Do you eat beef? Do you eat chicken? Do you eat fish?
Toast.
Toast. That's a good one. All right. What do you eat on a regular basis?
Turkey.
Turkey,
And chicken.
chicken. These are some foods or snacks. What about snacks? What are some snacks you eat on a regular basis?
Grapes.
Grapes. My
Peaches
son loves grapes.
and plums.
Peaches and plums. I'm just gonna write fruit.
Okay, fruit sounds good.
Are you finished? Do you have any snacks?
Cauliflower?
Cauliflower?
Snacks?
I don't know how to spell, so I'm just gonna spell it like it sounds. That may or may not be right. What about snacks? Or is that a snack for you?
Honey grams?
Honey grams? Again, I do not know how to spell. You're welcome to correct me. I'll correct it on the board, but
Butter bean,
all right, next.
Nuts.
Nuts. I bought a bottle of peanuts from Kroger the other day, and just sat and ate a whole bottle of peanuts. Chris, what do you eat on a regular basis, food-wise? Entree.
Broccoli.
Call it. Anything else? What about snacks or other foods?
Popsicles.
Ooh. Especially when some of those things are nice. I could crush mine up, by the way, before you. What else? Anything else?
Lamb.
Yeah, if you guys think of something else you want to add to the board, remember, this is what is in your typical grocery basket when you go to Kroger or, well, I don't use a basket at Wendys or McDonald's, but what you typically eat on a regular basis. Brian?
Bonitos.
Ham? Doritos.
No, I said bonitos.
Oh. Does anybody in here eat Doritos?
yes.
How do you spell that?
BEA. N-I-T-O-S.
What is a bonito?
They're tortilla chips made out of beans.
Oh, okay.
Lunch, different lunch meats. And chips,
Deli
like a
meats.
sandwich.
Yeah, I've had that.
Chips.
Pastrami and chips. or
Yeah.
Pastrami and
Make the
crackers.
sandwich and put the
Sometimes-
chips on top.
I really don't
And
know
then
how to
put
spell
the other
this
piece
one,
of bread on
but
top.
most people, Braunschweiger.
Yeah, I've got some of that I wanna make.
Oh, I don't know how to spell it, but you take some Braunschweiger,
Love
Swiss
Braun.
cheese, some spicy mustard.
No pepper jack cheese.
To me, that's a good. Oh, pepper jack's good.
I mix
Yeah.
mine with cream cheese, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce and onions.
Okay,
Like a pate of it.
what regular foods do you eat on a regular basis, Brian?
Vegetables.
What about, anything-
Chili.
Anything specific, vegetable-wise or entree-wise, Brian?
Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. All right, so we got a healthy eater in here.
Sorry.
You have to make him feel bad. No, just kidding. Antonio, what do you eat on a regular basis?
Raleigh's hamburger,
Oh, I wish I had a Rally's near me. Man, I used to love Rally's. What else?
ham and cheese,
Ham and cheese.
coffee,
Yeah, we got coffee. What else? What snacks like chips or ice cream or cake or?
I like ice cream, vanilla ice cream, banana,
Okay.
peanut butter,
Butter pecan.
Okay.
chicken bird,
Chicken what?
chicken,
Okay. Yep, we got chicken up here. What else?
breakfast, croissants,
Ooh. Does anybody know how to spell croissant?
C-R-O-I-S-S-A-N-T-S.
Thank you. It's nice having smart people in the group with us.
and pancake,
Pancakes.
sandwich, pancake sausage,
French toast with strawberry.
orange juice,
Ooh, I love orange juice.
salad,
All right, Beverly.
I eat KFC Taco Bell a lot.
Oh.
Fish.
I
Oh.
do like fish. I'm gonna. Forget this one. All right, anybody else have any foods to add? Your name again, man?
Charlotte Coleman.
That's right. Thank you for reminding me. Welcome back.
Them Roman,
Do you have your book?
Roman noodles, or the, the cup of noodles.
Okay, I don't have your book with your name on it, so I'm gonna pass you this so you can follow along with us.
Okay.
And you can just write your name on this book and start over again. We're on page 17, I believe. Okay, thank you. You want me to move that chair so you can sit down?
No, I'm
Could you
fine.
move that chair for her so if she wanted to use it? she
I'm
can?
okay.
Okay, I love this list. And I love this book, and I love this material because I've said it many times, and I'm going to say it about 24 more times for the rest of this class. I love this book because it doesn't tell you what to do. It's asking you what you want to do. So the next question. I think these are some healthy foods. Before we get to what you think is a healthy food, I'm going to go around the room and quickly tell me on this list what you think is healthy.
Turkey, chicken,
Okay?
Oatmeal.
By
Cauliflower.
the way, you should start writing what you think is healthy food, and you can use this list to take some stuff from for now. Fruit. By
Cauliflower.
the way, I honestly mean this, and my doctor has backed me up and said it's true. Nothing on this board is unhealthy in moderation. It's okay to have a little Debbie brownie every once in a while. Nothing on this board is unhealthy in moderation unless I'm missing something. But that's for me. If you are diabetic, maybe that's unhealthy for you. But only you get to decide, not your family, not your doctor even. You have to say, I think these are some healthy foods. And the next question underneath that, I think these are some unhealthy foods. What do you think are healthy foods that's not up here? That's what I want to know.
I was just gonna say with the peanut butter and jelly, I get the sugar-free both peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah. So what's not up here
Wheat bread.
that you think is a healthy food? What?
Wheat bread.
Wheat bread.
That's not a healthy food?
That is a, I'm sorry.
That is, but not on the list.
What is not on this board that is a healthy food? It's not listed up here that you think is healthy. Not what I think, not what your doctor thinks, not what the TV station reporter
Salad.
thinks. That's up here. What else? Is there anything you can think of that you think is a healthy food? I have one because it's one of the ones I came up with in one of the first classes that I taught. I grew up in the South. We ate a lot of greens, collard greens,
Oh,
spinach
yeah.
greens. Spinach I think spinach is healthy. And that's what the book is asking me. The book isn't asking me what you think is healthy or what my doctor says is healthy. I think spinach is healthy. I think,
Mixed beans.
I agree, by the way.
Greens.
But all that matters is what you think.
Yeah, fresh greens.
I'm going to put spinach / greens.
Squash.
Squash.
Oh,
What else do you guys think is a healthy food?
Sweet potatoes.
Zucchini. Tomatoes.
Potatoes.
I think we're going to lump all those in with, we're just going to say vegetables. And we already have fruit up here. What else is healthy that you think is healthy that's not on this board? You should write down a list of foods that you
Cranberry
think are
juice.
healthy. Oh, I'm going to put just fruit juice. I think orange juice is healthy. And somebody said orange juice. I think that's healthy. I'm going to put fruit juices.
You have to limit
By the
that
way,
on the diabetes.
100% fruit juices contain a lot of sugar, even if they're natural, all fruit. Are they healthy in excess? Are they healthy for a diabetic?
Nope.
Et cetera, et cetera. That's why I love this, because that answer is for the person who said fruit juices. I think orange juice is healthy. You may not, especially if you're diabetic.
Orange juice is not good for diabetic.
So if you're diabetic, you would not write orange juice under, I think these are healthy foods, if you don't think orange juice is good for you. Next question is just the opposite. I think these are unhealthy. What on this board do you think is unhealthy?
KFC, Taco Bell.
Okay?
Wendy's.
Wendy's?
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
By the way, I disagree with you guys, but only a little bit.
Brownies.
Because my answer, do you think this is unhealthy? You think this is unhealthy? Think this is unhealthy? What was reality? What else do you think is unhealthy? Somebody said Little Debbie's are unhealthy. By the way, I think this is unhealthy for me. My answer is that if you drink Diet Pop and you don't think it's unhealthy for you, don't write it down. I think this is unhealthy. That's the beauty of this course. What else up here is unhealthy?
Fried chicken can be unhealthy depending on how you cook
If all you ate every day, what was a healthy food?
Chicken.
Chicken and fruit. If all you ate every day was chicken and fruit, is that healthy, do you think?
Nope.
Too much red meat.
Yeah. Same as the other question.
Yeah.
Anything in excess, it can be unhealthy. Anything, if it's not in excess, isn't necessarily unhealthy, in my opinion. But so these are some things. What else? Anyone else see anything?
Croissants.
Yeah, I was gonna. So if you eat too much sausage, I think that's unhealthy. That would be one of my answers. Too much
Bacon?
greasy food. Bacon. Bacon's not up here as a healthy or unhealthy food. Do you think it's healthy or unhealthy?
It's according to what kind you eat.
Okay, so we'll just put bacon down. I think a breakfast with bacon, eggs, toast, grits is a healthy meal compared to going to McDonald's for breakfast or eating my Little Debbie brownies in the morning because I'm hungry and I'm too lazy to make eggs and bacon and toast. But if all I eat every day is bacon, I think that's unhealthy. So go ahead and answer these questions for yourself. Yes, ma'am.
Chips aren't healthy.
Okay. Oh, somebody. All right.
Braun
I
Schweiger.
eat veggie chips.
There's a lot of fat and salt in Braunschweiger. All right, now my favorite part of this class for today. These are some healthy foods that I like. I told you what I eat on a regular basis, and I was not joking or exaggerating. My daily meals consist of McDonald's, Wendy's, Little Debbie brownies, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, sliced cheese sandwiches, and a lot of Kroger brand Diet Coke. But I personally, now I need one more color, I personally think spinach, these are some healthy foods I like. I used to love spinach when I was growing up. I like sweet potatoes. I like orange juice. I like grapes. I love grapes.
Well, fish isn't up there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is. Sorry.
I love fish. And it's a food, healthy food that I like. So I'm circling in blue the healthy foods that I like. I want you to write down anything from this board or what's not on this board that you think is a healthy food that you actually enjoy. Oh, my favorite of all time, somebody in one of my first classes, I can't remember who said it, said they eat bananas on a regular basis. It came up as oh, I think this is a healthy food. And when I got to the question, these are some healthy foods that I like, I said, oh, I love bananas. So,
And fluids, I'm thinking just plain water. Instead of all that
nobody wrote down water.
fruit juice or something, right?
What's healthy for you? I should have said water, more water. By the way, even though I don't drink a lot of water, I drink a couple 2 liters of Diet Coke every day. I like water. I don't dislike it. I think it's healthy and I like it, which is that question. So go ahead and write down some healthy things that you like, whether you eat them or not. I don't eat sweet potatoes on a regular basis. I don't eat spinach on a regular basis. I don't eat bananas or fish on a regular basis. But those are foods that I think is healthy, that I like. Then the coup de grace of the questions, the last one. What are 3 to 5 things a person might start doing on a regular basis to improve their healthy eating habits? I don't like the way that's worded, because the way it should be worded is, if I wanted to improve my list of how I eat, what could I do? Well, the answer is pretty simple. The last question gave me my answers. I could add some bananas to my diet. I could maybe get a fish sandwich at McDonald's. Some people would say, well, those fish sandwiches are unhealthy. But they might be healthier. I might think they're healthier than getting the cheeseburgers every time. So maybe I'll get a fish sandwich instead of 4 cheeseburgers. Does that make sense? So my answer, by the way, my answer is, I need to eat more spinach because I actually like it. So when I'm making my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, instead of grabbing a couple Little Debbie brownies, maybe I'll put a can of spinach in the microwave because I'm lazy and you can microwave that stuff. Spinach is cheap at Kroger. You can get a can of spinach for 69 cents at Kroger brand. Maybe I can stick a can of spinach in the microwave in a bowl and eat that with my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which, by the way, after the first WHAM class I took, I started doing that. I started eating spinach a couple times a week because I like it. It's healthy. I think it's healthy, and I like it. That's the whole point. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, what are some things you guys could start adding to your diet or changing in your
Eating
diet?
more beans.
Do you like beans, and do you think they're
Yeah, I
healthy?
like green.
Okay. Anyone else? What are
Eat
some
less
things
Yeah,
you-
when I go to the store, I pick up, maybe a couple pieces of fruit, like a plum or a tangerine or
Peaches.
a peach or a nectarine or something like
Yeah.
that.
I went this weekend to get some more Diet Coke because I drink so much of it. I have to go every few days and get 8 more 2 liters or whatever. And I grabbed a bunch of bananas with me because I was thinking I need something healthy. So I grabbed a bunch of bananas. So now, yeah, I'm still eating my Little Debbie brownies, but I'm grabbing a banana too because I think it's healthy and I like it. Does that make sense?
Popcorn.
Popcorn. Oh, I like popcorn. Is popcorn healthy? By the way, there is no right answer. It's a trick question.
It depends on what you put on it.
Well, do you think popcorn's healthy? Who thinks popcorn is unhealthy? The whole point of this class is you're allowed to disagree because your answers don't matter to her answers don't matter to you.
No.
Huh?
Meatloaf,
Ooh. I love that one. Now, show of hands. Who thinks meatloaf is healthy? I do. Who thinks it's unhealthy? We got one, only one? Now, do you think if I started eating meatloaf instead of Wendy's and Little Debbie's every day, I'd be eating healthier? Okay. I think meatloaf is healthy relative to my current diet. So one thing that I could do to improve my eating habits is maybe make meatloaf. Actually, my daughter, not too long ago, this true story, said, Dad, because I cook burgers when they come over. I'll just get some ground beef at Kroger and I'll put them on in the frying pan. She said, Dad, our oven broke at Mom's house not too long ago, and she was in the middle of making meatloaf, and because the oven was broke, she took the meatloaf and she just made it hamburger patties out of it. So she made meatloaf hamburgers. And my daughter said, Dad, can we start having meatloaf hamburgers? Okay, sure. So, anybody else have, what is something you could do to change your diet to make it healthier in your opinion?
In my case, start a food journal, find out what's healthy and what's not healthy. But
What are some healthy foods that you like that you could add to your diet? Because right now we're talking about ways to change your diet, adding things to it. We're not talking about taking things away. Remember, WHAM does not talk about punishment or denying yourself anything. It's all about adding healthy.
I get back to drinking more water and less salt.
That's on my list. Drink more water. What else?
I do the flavored water,
Okay.
which helps.
Now, some people think that flavored water isn't healthy. I think it's healthier than drinking a lot of Diet Pop or beer or whatever. You know, I think it's healthier than other ones. Anybody else have some healthy foods that they like that they may start eating more of or add to your diet?
More the bananas with potassium.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next two sections are going to go by really quick because they are exactly like what we just did with the food, except the first one on page 18 is talking about physical activity, and page 19 is talking about sleep. I'm going to go first, and then I'm going to ask you guys, we're not going to go around the room, but I want anyone who wants to answer to just speak up or raise your hand. The following are or have been some of my favorite physical activities. I'm a very inactive person, but I used to love going for walks. Remember, the question is are or have been. I used to like dancing. I used to like walking. That's pretty much it. I don't have a very big list. Who else? What are some of your favorite physical activities?
I used to be able to bike,
And you
and I
liked-
also did aquatics, water aquatics.
Swimming. That's why I like this class, because we're supposed to get ideas from each other. Swimming would be on my list. I used to love swimming. Anybody else? What's something physical that you enjoy doing?
To running,
Running? Anybody else?
hand exercises for the arms.
Okay. Any sports? Any going to the park? Any
Toss baseball.
fishing? Fishing's physical activity, or at least it is compared to sitting on your butt on the couch.
Yeah.
Fishing? What else? What'd you say?
Camping.
Toss baseball.
Bike
Tossing
riding,
baseball.
Bike riding.
Camping? What else?
And basketball.
football,
Remember, don't think just sports. Think anything that gets you off your butt, which I sit in a chair too often, too much. Anything that gets you off the couch or out of a chair and or out of your house. It can be something in your house, something you enjoy doing in your house.
I got one of those little foot pedal things.
Okay. Anybody else? All right. I currently enjoy the following physical activities with other people. What, if anything, do you like to do with other people that get you out of your house and off your butt?
We go out to dinner sometimes.
Okay, going out to dinner. That's a popular answer, by the way.
I like to ride those go-green metro.
Okay, riding the bus. Get you out of the house and off your butt.
When you go to the park, rent those little boats, you know.
Okay,
buy
Paddle
some
boats and
paddle
canoes.
boats, right.
okay. Anything else?
Grocery shopping.
Grocery shopping. I like that one. With other people, though?
Yes.
Wow, that's
You
one
don't
I
like
wouldn't
going
think to do with
you
other
just gotta
people.
walk a lot.
Take the kids to the park.
Yeah, I have 3 kids.
I like to
Me and
swing.
Dee goes out a lot to dinner
Okay,
or lunch.
okay. Anybody else? All right, next. I currently enjoy doing the following physical activities by myself. I'm being completely honest here. I have nothing on this list. I currently do not enjoy doing any physical activities by myself.
Well, it's not really physical for me, but I kidnap her dog and take it for a walk.
Dogs, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
But-
do that.
Anybody else? Something you currently enjoy doing that's physical activity by
I
yourself?
do, I like to do a lot of puzzles by myself.
Okay. And what are 3 to 5 things a person might start doing on a regular basis to include more physical activities in their life? So
Walk more.
if you wanted to include more physical activities in your life, what's something you could do?
Walk the dogs more.
Walk the dogs more. My answer is park farther away from the buildings because I have a handicap placard, because it is difficult for me to walk, but I could use the walking, so, and I would enjoy it. I just am too lazy sometimes, a lot of times.
That's what I was gonna say, sometimes just leave your car parked or
Yeah.
leave the keys and walk,
Yeah.
walk back.
And
Anyone
sometimes
else?
I go over and play with her cat a lot.
Okay, what's something you could start doing more of on a regular basis? Walk the dog more? Could you go over and play with cats more often?
Yeah, I go,
Anybody like going, well, it's gonna be fall, so the weather is gonna get cooler. What's some things you can do in Cincinnati in the cool air that doesn't really require you to be in like football player shape? They have ice skating on Fountain Square still?
Yeah, they have
Walking?
that,
Yeah,
that'll
you
be
can walk
opening
in
up
any weather.
to
Roller skating.
Roller skating?
October.
Oh yeah, you can do that indoors.
Yeah.
Anyone else have any ideas for indoor or cooler weather activities that you could do if you wanted to add
You
more?
still
physical
ride your
activity?
bike riding.
Okay, I like that. All right. That one was a simple. Now on to, this is going to be just as simple. How many hours, I love this, I'm going to read through it and then we're going to answer it as a group. I usually get blank hours of sleep a night. My answer is 7 to 8. I usually wake up about 2 times during the night. I think I need 9 hours of sleep to function well. These are my answers. I would rate the quality of my sleep on a scale of 1 to 5 as 2, restless, very restless. I know I am not getting enough sleep when these things happen. When I wake up too many times, while I'm sleeping, you're in that kind of a half sleep state where you know you're not fully asleep, but you're just kind of laying. When I'm really tired in the morning, when I wake up and my back or my neck hurts really bad, I know I'm not getting enough sleep or I'm sleeping too long. And last question, I've learned that I sleep better when I do these things before I go to bed. For me, it's simple. If I go to bed at the right time, I know I'm going to sleep better. Because otherwise, I'm not going to get enough sleep or I'm going to sleep too long. And also, I drink a lot of caffeine. Diet Coke is caffeinated. I told you I drink a lot of that. If I bought caffeine-free diet, I don't like it. But if I drink that before I go to bed, I know I'm going to sleep better. All right, now, who else would like to answer? I usually get how many hours of sleep a night? How many hours do you guys get?
3.
Wow.
8,
8?
7 to 8.
7, 8?
8.
8?
6 to 7.
I got to go back to you after class. I got to figure out how you guys get by with just 3 to 4 hours sleep. Man. Well, hold on. We got another question who's going to.
a 6.
6, Brian? How many hours sleep do you get?
About 7-ish.
Okay. How many times you guys wake up during the night?
2 to 3.
Okay.
4 to 5.
Wow.
Well, I'm up, so just maybe twice.
I don't, because
You don't?
I sleep apnea once I'm with the mask and I'm
Yeah,
out.
I get my mask, but I still have to wake up. Chris, how often do you sleep? Or how many times do you wake up in the middle of the night? Or do you?
About 3.
Okay.
Once or twice.
I don't know. I don't notice.
Okay. That maybe you don't get up during the night.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. I think I need blank hours of sleep to function well. Now, I'm just curious. The people that said 3 and 4, do you think 3 and 4 is good enough for you?
No.
How many do you think you need to function well? How many hours of sleep do you think you should get?
I should get at least 5 to 6, but
Okay.
I get up several times a night for night terrors and get me.
Okay. You said 4 is what you normally do. How much do you think you need?
Oh, good day.
8. Anybody else?
30.
Okay, by the way, mine is, I think I said 8 or 9. 9, actually. I think I need 9 hours of sleep to function well. Anybody else? Especially if your answer is different than how much you actually get.
About 9.
9. All right, what's the quality of your sleep? Just 4, good.
4.
4? That's pretty good.
4.
4? 2? You're with me.
3.
3?
What's the question?
What's the quality of the sleep that you get?
Um,
How good is your sleep?
8 hours a day, I might sleep 5 days a week.
And how good is that sleep though?
It's good.
Good sleep? All right. You know you're not getting enough sleep when what happens to you? When you feel what, or you do what, or you don't
Mistakes.
do what? Huh?
Pain.
I'm sorry?
Make mistakes.
Make mistakes?
Pain.
Wake up in pain?
When you feel tired,
Feeling tired?
Yeah, wake up sluggish.
Anybody else?
Keep trying to get away.
Drowsy during
My
the
seizures
day.
increase.
Seizures increase. I have MS symptoms. When my MS symptoms are acting up, I know I'm not getting enough sleep. What'd you say?
Drowsy during the day.
Drowsy during the day. That's a common one. And the most important question, the WHAM question. I have learned that I sleep better when I do these things before I go to bed. So I think most of us, except for a couple people, said the amount of sleep you're getting isn't the answer that you gave for how much you think you need. So what helps you get either better quality sleep or the amount of sleep you need?
Going to bed at a decent time.
That's my answer. Anybody else? What helps you get the better quality or the correct amount of time that you need?
Using white noise
Okay?
and then cutting everything off that's got lights.
Oh, that's one of my answers.
TV.
Is my answer was go to bed at the right time, but I don't go to bed at the right time when I leave the TV on and just keep watching and keep watching. I know I need to go to bed, but I just keep watching. Yeah, I agree with you. Turn off the devices. That's one of my answers too. Anybody else?
Well, I used to make my last prayer. After I make my last prayer, then I'm gone.
Yep.
You're
Put
gonna
lights
think,
off, TV off, and all that disturbs me.
you're gonna think this is funny,
Yeah.
but, in order to sleep well at night, I have to cut my caffeine off at 10 o'clock in the morning.
In the morning? Wow.
It'll affect me that night.
I would die.
I drink decaf. I drink decaf coffee and decaf pop.
Yeah, I'm trying to switch to decaf.
I cut it off 10 o'clock in the morning, early affect me.
Wow.
It really will.
Okay. What else? For me personally, I know this is going to sound weird to you, and everybody I've talked to has different opinions on this. I have to be cold. My feet have to be sticking out from under the blanket. And if it's too hot in my apartment, if it's 77 degrees, 80 degrees, I'm not sleeping well. I have to
If it's too hot.
have the thermostat. I don't like to because it costs more money, but 72 is really cool for me. So I know I sleep better when it's colder.
I have to turn on some fans,
Yeah.
but with
Fans
my
help me
oxygen
too.
concentrator at night, it makes that room so hot.
I know.
Well, I have the BiPAP machine, and my
Well,
machine
mine's
has a
not.
setting where it's a humidifier, and it has to have some heat to turn the water into vapor to humidify the air. So I feel like I'm breathing in warmer air. I hate that. All right, anybody else? What do you?
I have a CPAP, but I don't use my,
You don't have a
the
humidifier?
water in mine or, I turn mine completely off.
Yeah, my doctor told me I could turn mine off, but I don't sleep as well when I do because my throat gets dry in the middle of the night, and I end up with a sore throat in the morning, and I'm coughing all night long.
Well, I don't like
sleep.
that, if I turn mine off, because if I don't, I can't breathe.
I know, that humid, warm, humid air. All right, so I have learned that I
I
sleep.
mean, isn't decaf coffee like an oxymoron?
No.
I mean, because most people drink coffee to wake up, right?
Yeah,
But it's that caffeine is a drug. It does have biological effects on your body. So.
But if it's decaf, it's not
still
going
the
to wake
same
you up.
thing.
No, it's not going to keep you awake. I I think, I'm not sure if we're saying the same thing or not. What are you saying about decaf? Do you think decaf helps you if you have sleeping problems?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're saying the same thing.
but what I'm saying is, if you're drinking decaf, if you're drinking coffee to stay awake because it's got caffeine, then drinking decaf is.
What's the point of drinking decaf? right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
To trick your brain is my answer. Because I love drinking pop all day long. I used to weigh 310 pounds. And I tricked myself into the drinking diet by taking, when I first started trying to lose weight, I would take diet pop and pour it into the regular 2 liters. I know that sounds stupid, but my therapist said try it. Sure enough, I'm sitting there all night drinking my diet pop out of my regular pop 2 liter. And then every once in a while I'd remember, oh yeah, this is diet. Because it tastes funny or whatever, but it doesn't taste the same. It tricks your brain. I think drinking decaf coffee, if you're a coffee drinker and you know you drink too much caffeinated coffee before bed, maybe drinking decaf instead may trick your brain. Maybe that's something a person could do to help them sleep better. So, anyone else? What helps you sleep better? Anyone else have different answers that might help the rest of the group?
I sleep with my cat
Sleep with your cat?
when they let me.
My dog gets up and wants me to pet him and stuff.
Anybody else? All right. Well, we are out of time, so everybody have a good week.